What up, rebels? It's your boy Ant from Rebel to Succeed, and I want to share with y'all a concept that I learned a while ago that kind of pushed me forward and helped me get out of my little slump. Um, and that's you know basically discovering what success is. I used to always think that success was having a lot of money or having a nice car or having a big ass house. But none of that shit, none of it really matters. Um, it all boils down to what success is to you. So that's the major key. Like my man, was what's his name? DJ Khaled would say, that's the major key right there. Success is um, what but basically only you can define success. You know what I mean? So success could be developing a strong relationship with your wife, or never getting divorced, or whatever. Making it through school, becoming a teacher, becoming a mechanic. Um, and the main thing in that, only you can define success, but the main thing in that is working towards it. That's when you're really successful. You know what I mean? When you set a destination and you're moving towards that destination, that's success in itself right there. Because not a lot of people um have like goals. You know what I mean? Not a lot of people like set like certain goals for themselves. So when you have like a destination and you have like a place you want to be at, something you want to reach, something you want to achieve, and you're actively, moving towards that, trying to achieve that thing, you can call yourself successful. I don't care what nobody say. Because like I said, the only way for you to achieve success is to have some type of goal in end. It's self-explanatory. You want to be successful, you got to have something to achieve. And when you have something to achieve and you're moving towards that, trying to actively achieve it, you're successful. You see what I'm saying? So um, it kind of goes hand in hand with certain I think a video I talked about, where you gotta have goals and stuff, but that's success in itself, man. You moving towards your goal. You gotta be moving towards your goal. You gotta be working. You gotta work hard. And it's gonna be hard. But you gotta work, man. Like nobody's gonna hand you nothing. You gotta understand that. Excuse me. Ain't nobody gonna hand you nothing. And I'm pretty sure you get that. I'm pretty sure you get that. Ain't nobody gonna hand you nothing. You gotta work your butt off. You gotta get out there and you gotta grind. And you gotta get what you want, man. You know what I mean? You gotta go after it. You gotta go get it. So with you doing that, with you working towards your goal, um, and then you add a little bit of persistence in there and some consistency, and you don't stop working until you get it. How can you lose? I mean, really think about that. How can you lose? That's my that's one of my main that's one of my main things right now that I'm working on in my life is consistency. You gotta have consistency. I don't care what you're trying to achieve. If you're not consistently working towards it, you could be so close. You could be 3 feet away from the finish line. And if you don't consistently keep moving forward to get to the finish line, you could lose, man. You know what I mean? So, um, yeah, man, I wanted to share that with y'all. You know what I mean? This whole Rebel to Succeed, thing that I'm building is just me, reaching everybody by exercising love and me sharing things that I learned in my journey and my life and that I'm actively learning. You see what I'm saying? Because nobody's perfect. So I'm just giving, you know what I mean? Just giving value the best way I can. And I hope that, that touches somebody, that, that's valuable for somebody to, to let you know, like, yo, you don't have to have, all of the money in the world. You don't have to have the biggest house or the nicest clothes or, the nicest car or whatever you see this, all of the, what people deem to be successful on TV. You don't have to have that to be successful. Success, you determine your success. Success is whatever you want it to be. But don't forget that you have to move towards that goal. You see what I'm saying? Well, whatever you dream about and you set in your mind that this thing is successful, you have to consistently work towards it. You can't just think it in your mind and just wish about it and, dream and all of that. Like, it's cool to dream, you know what I mean? It's cool to, to pray about it or whatever, but you're going to have to, put some work in, man. I mean, I believe it's a quote that I live by. It's by Pablo Picasso, and the quote is, "Action is the foundational key. Action is the foundational key to success." So that's the foundation. You see what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing, you never going to achieve it if you're not moving, if you're not grinding, you're not working, you're not putting in that work, hustling. See what I'm saying? You got to put in that work, man. You can't just dream about it and pray about it and wish about it or whatever. You got to put that work in. Put that work in. Don't be afraid to put work in. And when you start putting the work in, you're gonna start building momentum. You could think like, man, my goal is so big, like it's gonna take me forever to get it. But just taking action, once you start taking consistent daily action towards your goal, you're gonna find that it's gonna become a little bit easier to take action, and you're gonna start building momentum. And that momentum is going to literally start pulling you towards your goal. You see what I'm saying? Like, everything is going to become easier. And when you start taking that action, you're going to feel good about yourself. You're going to feel good that you're actually taking action. It could be the smallest thing. You see what I'm saying? Let's say your goal is you want to run, a 5K, which is I believe a 5K is 3.1 miles. And you're like, yo, man, I really want to just run this 5K. Just for you to run the race, just going to go buy some running sneakers. You know what I mean? Getting some running sneakers or some running clothes. You're going to feel good about that because you taking action. Like you moving towards your goal. Or it could be something, it could be as easy as you losing weight. Like you cutting out a certain amount of calories a day. You're going to feel good about yourself. Like, yeah, I did that. You know what I mean? And that small action is going to grow and it's going to build into something bigger. And you're going to start taking more action and bigger actions. And you're going to start, the momentum is going to build. And then until eventually you actually, run your 5K. You see what I'm saying? Or you eventually, lose however many pounds your goal was to lose. So, don't get discouraged. You know what I mean? I used to do that a lot, man. Like I said, I had so many goals. I've created so many goals for myself, and I've, had so many things that I started and I just gave up. Like I encourage y'all, like, yo, don't never quit. Don't ever quit, man. Don't quit. Like, it's okay to change. It's okay to switch up your plan. It's okay to, find a different route, but don't quit. You know what I mean? Don't quit on your journey. You know what I mean? Don't quit. Like, plans change. That's normal. Things change. It's okay for plans to change, Maybe you might have planned out this certain route to get to your goal. Maybe that's not the best route. But don't quit moving towards your goal. I did that a lot, and I encourage y'all to stay on task, man. Don't ever quit. If you quit, you never reach success. I mean, that's just point blank, period. So that's your boy Ant, giving y'all a little bit of motivation, and just letting you know, like, yo, you don't have to be the richest person to be successful. There's some people that's happy with, living off $60,000 a year or something like that. You know what I mean? People happy like that. But everybody has, different, everybody's different. One person's success could be different from another person. So that's your boy Ant, man, just giving y'all a little bit of dropping some game on y'all, giving you a little bit of knowledge on what success is. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video.